What's going on, everybody? We're getting ready to watch TNA Impact in under 10 minutes here. This little watch along. Hope you enjoy. Okay, Google, turn off alarm. I turned off your alarm. This is how I build new products using Axia. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I just need to type in my. It's winter could bring some shocking snowfall across the United States. Some regions may get absolutely buried, while others could be left wondering where the snow even went. So the question is, how much snowfall will you actually see between October 1st through May 1st? I've analyzed the longest range models, ocean temperatures, and historical analogs to put together my official snowfall forecast. In the next few minutes, I'll break it all down where the biggest snow totals are going to be, who might be stuck in the snow hole, and what that means for your winter plans. Let's dive right in. So the first layer that we have for the United States here is the 1-inch snow map here that we have in place from southern Georgia into central Texas, as well as central Arizona into much of California in the lower elevations and the mountainside. Even some of the coastal range mountains here could see at least 1 inch of snow between October 1st through May 1st. Again, October 1st of this year through May 1st of next year. So let's take a look now at layer number 2. Who is likely to see 2 inches of snowfall? And this is going to progress all the way up to 15 feet. All right, so that's going to be the curiosity here in today's update. So the areas that see 2 inches of snow on this map do include Atlanta, Georgia, across portions of the Carolinas, central Texas, as well as, again, Arizona and California. Let's fast forward all of this to now our 3-inch mark. Who is likely to see 3 inches of snowfall on this map? That's the darker blue here, and again, pretty much the same areas, the Appalachians, as well as much of the Northeast, much of the northern tier, the Midwest, as well as the Intermountain West of California, Nevada, as well as the four corners. The Pacific Northwest like to see at least 3 inches of snowfall, even in the lower elevations, as well as if you're in portions there of Kennewick as well, or Kennewick, that we fill a lot of the areas here. Let's take a look now at our 6-inch mark of snow, like the down. Look now at who is covered in West Virginia. On 18th for portions bringing 2 feet of snow or a little over 2 feet of snow. That includes the where includes of the lower 10 to 6 are apt to be so. In that window of ballpark is where I'm expecting these totals to be finalized. Okay, especially by May 1st when our water year typically or our subseason. Really, it covers most of winter here. And so this is the final product here for you all on who could see what. Take a long look at this and be like, oh, this is actually really good, David. Very correct. Spent a whole week on this. So I hope you all really, really like this snap very much. But anyways, if you absolutely did enjoy this video so much and you found this very helpful, detailed, informative, and life-saving, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't been here before. And
what's going on, man?
Updates, you like these snowfall forecasts, it gets even better than this. Tomorrow, I am going to be releasing my 2025.
I wonder how much of the angle unfolded on NXT that wasn't expected to happen. What I'm saying is, since TNA was recorded tonight, will we see a lot of the TNA invasion that we've seen taking place on NXT? The beginning of the TNA invasion of NXT. Is that going to unravel on Impact tonight? Or because it's tape, maybe not so much? I'm wondering if the TNA invasion angle will progress on TNA television tonight versus, I know it's going to on NXT this coming up Tuesday. What a major thing that the TNA and NXT unification. There'll be one champion. Of course, shenanigans could happen and the match not have a finish, but otherwise we're going to see the same person holding the NXT and the TNA title, and that's going to take place at No Mercy. Hold on, I don't think I'm watching.
The proceeds will be donated to the Annunciation Catholic School. Also, our partners, Brand Marketing Works, are donating all their proceeds from the church creation to Annunciation Catholic as well. We send our deepest condolences to those affected by this tragedy. Thank you. Last week we saw those offering his respect to Mike Santana. It was pretty convenient that Eddie Prince happened to be on the phone with Trick Williams at the time. Then Jimbo Cook and Prince had got together to set up this Titanic crash for Ali. And our schedule out here. AJ Francis called somebody over to Mustafa Ali here. Francis, my mistake! You versus me, 1-on-1.
What's going on?
Williams once again refusing to appear on TNA Impact this evening. But Mike Santana is ready for action. Rick Williams, the TNA World Champion.
I love Mike Santana's entrance. It just gets you hyped up. Mike Santana's entrance just gets me so hyped up. The way he comes through the crowd. I know it's been done before. I know DDP used to do it in the 90s. But I like it. I think I like it more with Mike Santana than I ever did with DDP. But I did like it with Diamond Dallas Page in the 90s in WCW. My destiny is the truth I see. In this world I find a way to cross the line. I'll be doing my thing. I love Tessa Blanchard too. I know a lot of people don't like Tessa Blanchard for political reasons, but I really like Tessa Blanchard.
Here in TNA Wrestling, as the fate of the TNA World Title is once again a major concern. But it's not the only championship under a microscope tonight. Welcome everyone to iMPACT in Minneapolis.
Trust the system.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, going to the ring by Overshine Eddie Edwards, and representing the system, Brian Myers.
Victory Road, 1 week from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. There will be Mustafa Ali of Order 4 against Moose of the System at Victory Road. The tensions between Order 4 and the System have been boiling over for weeks, and Victory Road it takes another step.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Tasha Steele and the Praying Hands, representing Order 4, Mustafa Ali.
Ali tried his best to influence that matchup, much like he's influenced the members of Order 4 and many around the world. Unfortunately for Mustafa Ali, Order 4 was not to be. Moose ultimately defeating AJ Francis, but as you can see, it seems like this conflict between these two armies is just beginning. Of course, absent from this scene is JDC, who was put on the injury list by Special Agent Zero of Order 4. You can feel the tension in the air ring while I worry about our referee being able to control the situation. It's all right there, both squads staring each other down on the apron. Had to be literally backed down by their own members, Ali and Brian Myers. There's this one, kicks right off. Here we go, Myers versus Mustafa Ali. To begin the action this evening on TNA iMPACT. And still to come, there are main events. The Hardys will defend the TNA World Tag Team titles against the Neville Brothers as the Hardys continue down their path to battle for glory in their battle with Team 3D. Also this evening, Danny Luna goes one-on-one with Indy Hartwell. We'll see NXT matchup against Masha Slamovich and the inspiration, a little preview of Victory Road. Also, we'll see the King's speech with Frankie Kazarian. I understand Kazarian has a special.
What's going on, everybody?
So he says. Edwards and Tasha Steele. Took Myers' attention away. The Wolverine separating the system from Ali. If the system touches Ali, it's a loss for Myers. Take another look at this. With everybody distracted on the outside, Ali like a torpedo takes out Brian Myers and takes the advantage in this matchup. Back to live action on the neck breakers. The cover to kick out by Myers. And I nearly exploded right there, Raymond, as those things really come this evening. Eric Young, formerly of the Northern Armory, will take on Judas Icarus after Young snapped last week on impact and assaulted Icarus and Travis Williams. And on top of that, Mike Santana will be back in action tonight. He is set to challenge for the TNA World Championship at Bound for Glory, but the fate of the TNA World title is very much in question. That was a huge winner takes all match was announced this past Tuesday night on NXT. Oba Femi versus Trick Williams for the NXT and TNA World Championships is coming Tuesday night on NXT. Mike Santana and so many others on here at TNA were outspoken about it. But right now we want to focus on the here and now. Raymond, you can feel how much the system means to Myers. Brian Myers has found a home here within the system. I mean, he's made lifelong friendships with the likes of Boots and Eddie Edwards. They ran this entire company essentially for over a year. John Skyler created a distraction and Ali just beat Myers. Just like that. What did I tell you? Not even the finish of the match is going to settle this. Look out! Another great hands driving Myers to the apron. Those Eddie Edwards clearing up the great hands. Absolute chaos. Low blow by Tasha Steele. Look out! Look at the earrings are coming on. Alicia Edwards and Edwards point. What a history between these two as well. Oh no, Travis Scarlett's got a hold of Alicia. He thought he did. That's going to contain everybody here. This whole damn thing is about to explode. Oh, wait a minute. Special Agent Zero glaring across the ring on the face of the franchise Moose. And Moose staring back into the void that is Agent Zero. Are we about to see this clash? Ali's personal weapon of mass destruction. The three-time world champion and Moose. Oh my God! And a headbutt! Trump moves just like that! That's nasty. Now look, you see in the back of your screen security starting to fill the ring. They don't want this to explode any further. I don't know if I've ever seen a straight headbutt like that, Trump moves. Neither one in there has to back off Agent Zero. Far in the system. A barbaric brawl here on impact. Told you it was a powder keg, and surprising maybe we'll get some authority imposed here. Guys, enough! Hey, enough! I'm sick of this faction warfare! Stop it! I'm gonna make it official right now! Bound for Glory! Order 4 versus the system in a match called Hardcore War! Oh my God! That is an absolutely huge announcement! The path to Bound for Glory is riddled with faction warfare! is just the beginning of TNA Impact with Victory Road rolling one way from tomorrow. For more on our main event, let's check in with Gina Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by with the challengers for the TNA World Tag Team Championships tonight. The Nemeth, gentlemen, welcome.
Thanks, Gio. Tonight's a big night for us.
That's right, it's us, okay? The gorgeous, the glorious, the golden-haired best brothers tag team of all time and soon to be two-time TNA World Tag Team Champions.
Well, Nick, how are you two approaching the legendary Hardys tonight?
Just like we always do. We go back to the big.
They're not legendary, okay? Jeff Hardy paints his face because he can't stand to look in the mirror anymore. Okay, and his brother Matt Hardy's so broken he should be sponsored by BioFlex. I love BioFlex, but legends, they're not legends, okay? They're relics.
Hang on. Calm down a second here. Calm down. Save this for the ring. Now let's be smart about this. The Hardys are absolute legends. We know this. They've been through it. We've watched it. They can make things happen. But here's what else we know. We never were pinned for our tag team championships. And tonight is not a ladder match. So as great as the Hardys are, they sure as hell be the best brother tag team of all time. We'll prove it tonight. Champs one more time. Let's do it. Thanks, Eugene.
What's going on, everybody?
Danny Luna, what do you want? Danny, I'm just here to give you a little piece of advice. See, I'm looking in your eyes. I can see it. I know what you want. You want an opportunity at the Knockouts World Championship, the most prestigious title in the entire world. the truth is, there's people in front of you. I mean, Miss Ash has to defend her title at Victory Road against Masha Slamovich, and she's going to beat her and be victorious. Then she's going to move on to Bound for Glory to take on Indy Hartwell and beat her as well, which means there is an opportunity for you anytime soon. There is. What are you getting at? What do you want? Think about it. Be smart. Tonight, you got a chance at Indy Hartwell. I'm saying, what if you just hurt her a little bit? Make her suffer pain. Don't let her show up to Bound for Glory. And maybe an opportunity to come a little bit earlier. Be smart. Rub my back, and I'll take care of you. Just think about it. Pain. Suffering.
Well, right now I want to turn our attention to what happened this past Tuesday night live on NXT. The TNA World Champion Trick Williams teamed up with Carmelo Hayes against DIY. Down the stretch of this matchup, the Miz got involved on behalf of Carmelo Hayes. Now, while this was going on, many of TNA's wrestlers and people like myself spoke out on social media. We vented our frustrations regarding this perception that NXT has control over TNA, that NXT stars are somehow superior to TNA athletes. This outrage from us here in TNA went to a new level thanks to the Grayson Waller effect.
Y'all gonna have to hit the pause button on everything you got going on. Because the truth is, over, you holding something that still belongs to me. I'm talking about that NXT title.
I'm actually going to talk to Ava and Santino. And how about next week on NXT, we do Trick Williams, the TNA champion, one-on-one with the NXT champion over Femi. The title. Winner takes all. And then the winner faces Ricky Saints and No Mercy.
Trick, next week I'm going to beat you and take that TNA championship. And then at No Mercy, I'm going to successfully defend both titles against you. Send you out in disgrace.
There are people here in TNA wrestling who are furious about this move, myself included. But it's been made official, nonetheless. The NXT champion, Koba Femi, the TNA world champion, Trick Williams. Winner takes all this Tuesday live on NXT. However, remember, take solace in the fact that Mike Santana awaits whomever is the TNA world champion at Bound for Glory.
May the best man win.
Earlier today, here at the Armory in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we were joined by Big Al and ODB's meet and greet food truck. This was started by TNA legend ODB back in 2017. Several more stars got to catch up with ODB earlier on today, and the Rascals got to sample the world-class meats provided by Big Al and ODB's meet and greet food truck. We invite you to visit odbsmeetandgreet.com. Contact them. They'll make an appearance near you.
Please welcome TNA legend, ODB.
The four-time TNA Knockouts World Champion, the TNA legend, ODB, is here for TNA Impact in Minneapolis. And maybe she's here to watch her poor husband. She got a front row seat and a drink. She's ready to go. And still on the way. Oh, so happy to see ODB here for Impact.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Travis Williams. From Vancouver, BC, Canada, Judas Icarus.
Judas Icarus out here with a little bit of revenge on his mind. It was Eric Young who turned his back, decided to take his anger and frustrations out on both members, former members of the Northern Armory. Tonight, they settle a 1-on-1 with their former leader.
And his opponent, Tennessee, the world-class maniac, Eric Young.
One of the ironies of this situation is that last week it was supposed to be Joe Hendry versus Eric Young. Eric Young refused the matchup. Instead, it was Travis Williams who fought Hendry. Icarus going right after Young. It was after the loss by Williams that Young absolutely snapped, delivering multiple pile drivers to Williams and Icarus.
Clearly, Eric Young not pleased with the performance of Williams. They were taking it out on everyone. This cleanse that Eric Young has had in mind seemingly is going to have to be done on his own.
Eric Young, remember, he infiltrated the Northern Armory, sent Josh Alexander packing out of his company. He absorbed Icarus and Williams, put them under his wing. Icarus and Williams at one point in time were known as the tag team Center Insane.
Look out here, look at the ferocity of Eric Young, a man on the edge.
What's going on?
If you're Joe Hendry, you got to look ahead. You can't be focused on what Eric Young is trying to do. Don't try to figure out the plan. That's all it is. You handle the match that's in front of you. And you know that Eric Young wants to take apart Joe Hendry.
Follow-up question: how do you handle Eric Young? He's a madman.
Pass. On that question, pass, because I ain't got an answer for you. I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Oh,
I will not even venture to guess what's truly going on.
that looked brutal.
Especially late.
The referee's got to be careful. Was trying to control Eric Young. Young really went after the ref.
We've seen Eric Young attack crew members. We've seen him attack security, attack fans at ringside.
Yeah, Sports and Entertainment had to step in legally on that one.
Absolute nutcase the last couple of months.
Up onto the shoulders. Think about the Death Valley driver. Judas Icarus able to survive for just a moment. Could be time, however. Go for the pile driver. Icarus. Oh my God! Look at the strength. Incredible strength shown by Judas Icarus. The back body drop.
Recovery from Icarus.
Off the rebound, clothesline to the back elbow. Icarus has got plenty of nastiness. Not backing down at all from Eric Young.
Dropped a bit of a reputation for being that loose cannon himself in the Northern Armory. Now taking all that out on his former leader.
Young able to stay alive on his feet. Oh my goodness, for a moment. Icarus took him off his feet.
Diving through the ropes, tripping up Eli at the top rope. Beautifully done by Icarus there.
Now Icarus has got Young down. Can Icarus close out this matchup? This would be a monumental upset. Splash! Huge! Can he beat the two-time world champion? Kicked out by Young.
Take another look at this. Icarus diving through the ropes, tripping up EY, and then following up with this huge frog splash.
And now Icarus, what's he thinking here? Trying to trap the left arm. What is this? Drawing down Young. This is enough. Young kicked out at two.
Great wherewithal from Icarus there, conquering into that powerbomb situation.
His longtime friend and tag team partner Travis Williams supporting him on the outside. I think both these men were manipulated and dwarfed by Eric Young when they were within the Northern Armory.
Sometimes you're trying to find your place in a new world like TNA wrestling. You look to whatever leader you can to bring you to that mountaintop. They thought Eric Young, with all his experience, I can't blame him.
Young fighting Icarus.
And now that choice is literally biting them in the ass.
Young. Oh, Icarus is still in this thing.
Hanging on right at 2 points.
Whoa. A Young threatening an official. Young's gotten in so much trouble with his company recently. Oh, and a low blow. Young blocked the referee's vision.
This could be it. Joe Henry is here! And no reason he's there. Joe Henry has appeared! And there is a smile across Eric Young's face! Young's down the hole through entry. And it's already focused back to the ring. And wait, look out! Turn about his first play! Ignorance Big Young!
Here is your winner,
Ignorance Justin, a former two-time world champion, one of the most decorated athletes in TNA history. Young tried to blow fast on Henry last week. This week, the global phenomenon strikes back at the world-class maniacs. And if you thought Eric Young was a loose cannon before, what is this loss going to do to the psyche of the world-class maniac? John Young gets attacked and official. What the hell?
Well, I guess the story will be he gets suspended. Eric Young gets suspended.
What are the repercussions going to be for Eric Young after this?
I'm Victoria Crawford, a 20-year vet, and I'm using every ounce of my experience to mentor you.
Hello, I'm Victoria Crawford, your host of Mentor You. And you lucky duck, we're joined today by a beautiful mentoree, our friend Jody Brett.
I don't know about like mentor, but thanks for having me.
Welcome. Now, I wanted to just say this before we get going. Your energy is fire. You're always so positive, and it always blows my mind considering you have no friends.
Whoa, I have friends, don't you worry. I got people I care about, people care about me. We're good, girl. Don't worry.
I can understand that. However, I did take account, so I made sure my facts were correct. And I did not see anybody sign up for the Jody friend list. I did not.
You did, okay? People have my back. I'm not concerned. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll catch it. All right. So for me, my friend, my best friend is suspended. Gia Miller got my best friend suspended. And what I'm asking you is, do you have any friends that you text every day?
You know, I think
every
this
day?
podcast is a bit of a waste of time. So we can end this here.
Well, I guess you don't need the microphone. But as I was saying, a true friend actually writes you every day, helps you with your bags every day. I have not seen any Jody friends.
Okay.
Jody.
No, you're not interrupting. We are done. Yes. Oh,
Sorry. I wanted to come say thank you for having me on last week. I know things ended a little tense, but honestly, what you said, it really resonated with me. I just wanted to come back and set the record straight. I'm not the reason why anybody's being kept at home. So I went to Santino Morella. I asked him to lift Tessa Blanchard's suspension so she can come back to work. And I want to make things completely clear. If she puts her hands on me in any arena that TNA wrestling goes to, I will her up.
Oh, no, ma'am. There is no profanity on my show. I mentor you.
Breaking news, everyone. I just got Tessa Blanchard unsuspended. I've got to call U.S. Times, TMZ, and my husband. So scare your face. What? She's not all there. Yes. Lights on. Nobody's on.
Lights on, but
Some breaking news there along the path to Bound for Glory. Meanwhile, the Hardys are trying to clear their way towards Bound for Glory. Their matchup one last time against Team 3D in Bound for Glory. Will they still be the TNA World Tag Team Champions after their defense tonight against the Nemeth Brothers? Also still to come tonight, some bad blood for the recent Knockouts Gauntlet match. Despite all the opportunities ahead for Indy Hartwell at Victory Road in Bound for Glory, Danny Luna stands in her way. But coming up next, it's champions versus challengers for Victory Road. This 6 Knockouts tag team matchup is next on Impact.
What's up? Earlier I said I'm a Tessa Blanchard fan. I'm also an Annie Hartwell fan. Now, I know there's some people that don't like Annie Hartwell. I don't really get it because I don't think she's as green as people make her out to be. I think she's pretty good in the ring. I don't know. I think she's got a great character. Especially for a babyface. It's harder to have a good character and be a babyface. It's easier to have a good character and be a heel because all you gotta do is hate everybody and cheat.
Crowded in here. I would be the contender for the X Division Championship right now, but you pulled me out of the ring!
I didn't do anything. You didn't do right back to me.
UFO cutter, boom, made the cover, bam, 1, 2, pull the leg! By my own flesh and blood.
The last time I checked, this was everyone for themselves. I needed to win just as much as Myra needed to win it just as much as you.
You pull me out, so I pull you out, and then we don't pull out, and then I pull you out.
Well, I mean, if you guys wasn't playing Ticklewood, it might have been a different result. But the young goat had to capitalize. And now I'm the number 1 contender for the X Division Championship. So,
You know, it is pretty sick that Baby Bro won the contendership for the X Division Championship. He has a chance of being the champion. We were a champion. You know, I won baby, she, we won, bro. It's one ball, bro. It's sick.
One win, we all. How about this? You guys think what I'm thinking? You want to celebrate?
That's the only thing that's left to do, baby. We got a winner on board. I need to stop. You know how we get along really well as a team? I think we kind of made sick opponents, man. That was kind of fire.
It was like, that barrel,
I swung at Myron, and then he went like, ugh, and he kicked me right in the side of the face, bro. What was that about?
barrel turn,
And ha! And then you hit me with the kitchen, and then I hit him with the boom, and then it was like everybody. And I hit the and then went down. Thank you, man. I mean, that's it.
fighting each other's actually fun. Chemistry.
Yeah. We're three of the best in the world. I like fighting my brothers too. Hey, is that what I'm here? You're killing yourself. It's like bodybuilder and cop. Rascals facing each other in the spirit of competition. I can get behind. I can get behind. Keep asking those Jesus.
Of course, their tag team titles on the line in the main event, but right now it is time for some knockout tag team action.
The following is a 6-women tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Jesse McKay and Cassie Lee. The Inspiration!
The tag team titles being fought on 1 week from tomorrow live on TNA Plus in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The Elegance brand will defend the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship against the Inspiration at Victory Road.
I take it you'll keep these two armies at bay tonight? So they come over here and fight around bullying me. You deserve it. That's ridiculous. I never deserved anything in my entire life.
Cassie Lee and Jesse McKay ready for knockout tag team action here in Minneapolis.
And their tag team partner from Moscow, Russia, Masha Slamovich.
Also at Victory Road, Masha Slamovich has been granted another shot at the TNA Knockout World Championship. She will challenge Ashley Elliott for the title live at Victory Road.
Man, don't get me started on that one. After everything that's happened this summer, jumping back to the front of the line, oh my goodness.
Listen, Ash and Masha.
Listen.
I'm the personal poussières, and all you in the ring are a bunch of animals. You destroyed a perfectly good painting that I had commissioned by the cousins, aunts, uncles, nephews, personal neighbor of Picasso. You also didn't allow us to finish our toast of our beautiful new champagne, Elegance in a bottle. So tonight, when we're victorious, we're going to have that toast. So all you degenerate losers, stand up and show some respect for the greatest female faction in the history of professional wrestling. Welcome, Ash.
By Elegance.
The Elegance brand.
You heard him, Tom. Stand up. Stand up. On your feet.
I think I'm good.
You're not good at anything. But what you should be good at, that is praising and appreciating everything this brand brings to this brand of TNA. And that's elegance, poise, beauty, talent, financial security, advice, inspiration, more so than those in the ring, power, aviation,
overall record, regardless of gender, belongs to Eric Young, who we saw earlier on tonight, and ODB, who we saw earlier on tonight. So that record may never be broken. You know, the record belongs to the Elegant Friends.
Never say never. The Elegant Friends could break that record. Who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna beat them?
Now, I mentioned Masha Slamovich will be challenging Amplify Elegance for the Knockouts World Championship at Victory Road 1 week from tomorrow, live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Leading at Bound for Glory, Sunday, October 12th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Lowell, Massachusetts, is the #1 contender. Amy Hartwell will challenge whoever is the Knockouts World Champion at our biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory.
That's the kind of champion that Ashley Elliott is in demand. Just like the Elliott Friends as a whole. Look at that. Perfectly coordinated. You're looking at a second the kid in next year. How hard is it?
What are you talking about, though? Inspiration of purple shirts? Monsters wearing purple?
If the gear's black and white, this is a national line.
Like a dog.
I don't forget
Speaking of
this.
dogs, here comes the personal concierge, the Chihuahua for the Elegant
I will
Friends.
make sure Tom doesn't touch this.
Yeah, well, he can't. You're such a stooge, you know that?
You don't know the answers.
Just had a chance to look up. ODB and Eric Young's record is 469 days.
It's a decent little record. And I'm sure the Elegant thing were incredible. We'll have a great chance at beating just like they'll win this match and beat Masha Slamovich and the Inspiration.
Focusing on the here and now, this is Masha Slamovich with Star Face off against Heather by Elegance. Masha ragdolling Heather. Masha's still fuming. There's the cover. And a kick out at 2. Masha's still fuming from WWE Heatwave was involved in that triple threat match. Casey, James, Slamovich, and Ash contending for the Knockouts World Championship that night. Masha wanted to be the one to bring the Knockouts World title back to TNA.
She really wanted to. It was adorable. What happened in that match?
Ultimately, Ash by Elegance won the match.
What happened at Slammiversary, the Knockouts World title's darkest day?
Slamovich lost the title to JCJ.
Thank you.
But it was in the aftermath. Boy, that was inspiring. In the aftermath, Ash and Masha screwed each other out of title matches against Jay. The 6 Knockouts tag team matches just getting warmed up.
Right now, the Elegance brand is on a bit of a strategy session here, and it looks like
this is the strategy session they're leaving, right?
You know, what is the point of this?
It's a match.
They have title matches to worry about later. What is this season? I don't need this. They're better than this.
Coward.
They're bigger than this. They're bigger than this.
Actually, most of them are smaller than this.
Wait. Come on.
Hold on a second. What inspiration is Slamovich?
Are you in
the Elegance brand?
You beat.
Whoa. Oh, and the personal concierge just slightly tapped Masha.
Delicious.
To say that he's struggling away to be an understatement. Or an overstatement.
Masha's gonna strike. Get him. Get him. You put your hands up. His shoes.
Oh, and by Elegance with a super kick to Slamovich.
A beautiful ruse pulled off tremendously elegantly, if I may say so. Look at this team. This is a
Look back. They're behind you. Oh, and the inspiration.
What kind of competitor kicks someone in the shin? How low do you gotta go?
He kicked him in the shin.
Come on.
That's fine. Kick him in the face while you're at
This is
it.
unfair.
Now, Ash and the personal concierge will run out on this match.
Look, it's okay.
Oh, that's inspirational. That's iconic.
They're standing on a ramp. Great. It's okay. The Elegance brand can handle this. Heather and M, more than capable.
Back inside the ring, Heather and M now dealing with Cassie and Jesse.
The human embodiment of the iMPACT. Cassie and Jesse.
What?
Bland and expansive. And full of wild animals.
Wait, are you talking about the Outback is in the region of Australia or the restaurant?
One is
Bland and expensive. I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
expansive.
Expansive. Oh, I thought you just said it. Expansive with an accent.
full of dust and wild creatures.
That's what your house is like.
Leave my beautiful feline compatriots
I
out
know
of this.
you and your 9 cats.
They're much better behaved than Cassie and Jesse here. They're absolutely abusing the Elegance brand.
Maybe this little preview of what's to come at Victory Road. As Jesse McCain's all fired up. Maybe we'll see new tag team champions in Edmonton, Alberta.
Shut your mouth when you're talking. Perish the thought.
Face first into the knee. Now McKinney into the cover and a kick down. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get Lance Storm on commentary in Alberta. Wouldn't that be
May the
something?
Lord bless us with such things, but one night at a time.
Masha Slamovich getting back into the matchups after
She's
the Elegance
back as
brand.
well. See, everything in order has been maintained.
Now Heather in trouble, center of the ring against Slamovich and a kick out.
Now it's Slamovich back in here. Either a fray with Heather by Elegance. Absolute brutality here. Despicable behavior.
Elegance brand is having an absolute meltdown in their corner.
And who could blame them?
What's going on here? Ah, shit. My dog. What's going on there, buddy? Oh, what's going on?
And we are back here on TNA Impact. This is a 6 knockouts tag team matchup here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Elegance brand, incredible fast one, the inspiration in Slamovich, but the match continues.
Incredible teamwork there from the Elegance brand. That's how a unit functions.
Tag made, yet teamwork during the commercial. commercial break, the entirety of the Elegance brand trying to escape, trying to leave this matchup.
Oh, look, and I get it. I said it during the break. What is the point? All three of the Elegance brands have title matches coming up at Victory Road. They've got to focus on that. They don't need this match right here with these heathens.
I completely disagree. The Elegance brand is under pressure. They need the momentum just as much as the challengers do. If Heather and Em lose the tag team titles, the inspiration after just beating record this past weekend, imagine how furious they will be that on that same night, Elegance has the Defender Championship in a matchup where the special guest referee is Indy Hartwell, who's also the #1 contender to the Knockouts World Championship come Bound for Glory. And on top of that, Ash has the personal concierge to thank for talking Santino into making the title defense at Victory Road matched by Elegance with our shout-outs for disqualifications. There's the cover off of the drop kick and a kick out. Masha Slamovich has been trying to redeem herself for losing the championship at Slammiversary. On top of that, Slamovich is as motivated as ever heading into Victory Road.
But you are right. The challenge of Eddie Harwell is even on the horizon past Victory Road. Bound for Glory, the biggest night of our calendar year here in TNA. And I'm sure that Ash is more than ready.
Again, trying to reach out the corner. Heather trying to prevent a tag. All on itself. Another tap by Elegance. Taking away Cassie Lee.
Hey, look at that. Look at that beautiful strategy. Go look over here.
What is happening? Go look over here. Heather missed with the elbow drop. Ash is hiding behind you.
Nothing to see here, Tom. Nothing to see.
Ash is clearly hiding behind your chair.
This is a strategy.
The tag's been made. Em is legal into the matchup against Mistress Slitsy. Between the shadow of Ash hiding behind Rainbow like a coward.
There is nothing to see here.
That's just right there. Look at the Knockouts World Champion.
Look at the action.
Back inside the ring, Slamovich gets 2 for 1. Cover on a kick out by Em.
Incredible resilience there from Em by Elegance.
Just incredible resilience by our young champion that's hiding behind the desk behind you. On the shoulders, and trying to use her size and strength to her advantage. Oh, back underneath. Oh, there it is for Cassie Lee. Oh, wait a minute. The concierge trying to slide her out of the title.
Thank you, referee.
Oh, back elbow there by Lee, protecting herself. Oh, she pain in the eyes by Ash.
Here are your winners, the Elegance brand.
Blinded by the beautiful, incredible brand of champagne. That's right, it finds the course, ladies and gentlemen. Look on that. You talk about momentum. This is all the momentum. Don't you look at me, McKay. Don't you look at me. Focus on the momentum that the Elegance brand has and continues to build towards Victory Road and beyond to Bound for Glory.
This is the Elegance era.
Oh, finally, maybe you're coming along. I hope their opponents are ready for Victory Road because the Elegance brand has proven more than formidable.
Right now it's time for the TNA Injury Report, which was presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. Mike Santana was blindsided by the TNA World Champion NXT's Trick Williams last week during his entrance entering competition. But after evaluation, Mike has been fully cleared for competition. Initial soreness in his neck and upper back has been resolved, leaving Santana with no restrictions heading into his match tonight. Following a vicious headbutt from Special Agent Zero earlier on this evening, Moose is currently in concussion protocol. BioFlex team will determine the extent of his condition before clearing him for future in-ring action. Specifically, his match with Mustafa Ali at Victory Road. Ahead of tonight's highly anticipated main event, both the Hardys and the Nemeth brothers have been cleared by BioFlex doctors. Despite the physical toll of recent weeks, both teams are confirmed to be at 100% heading into this TNA World Tag Team Championship match. This TNA injury report is presented by BioFlex.
What's up? What's going on?
And a reminder, you can watch Victory Road live on TNA Plus for free. Use the promo code VICTORY25 to get your first month of TNA Plus free for new monthly subscribers.
Please welcome Frankie Kazarian.
Right now here in Minneapolis, we're getting set for the June speech. And over is Frankie Kazarian as a special guest this evening. I can't wait for the King Fish another episode, but as to who the guest is, it's anyone's guess, really. I mean, we know that he's had his eye, of course, on the international title. Could it be our international champion, Steve Macklin? I mean, not only that, we've seen the seemingly coming together of Jake Something, the offer on the table from Frankie Kazarian to Jake Something. Maybe the monster that is Jake is the guest here. I can't wait. We'll hear from the King's List himself.
Welcome to another edition of the greatest top show in the history of TNA, The King's Speech. I am your host, the King of TNA, Frankie Kazarian. And listen, I understand that
Minnesota is known for a prince. Tonight you're going to be known for a king. It's a great night. I have the very best guest I've ever had in the history of this show. This gentleman is one of, if not the greatest wrestler in the world. He has held multiple TNA titles. He's a handsome man. He's a snappy dresser. Please welcome Frankie Kazarian.
Give me a break.
Since I am a guest tonight, I have a very important announcement. At Victory Road, it's been official. It's going to be Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Macklin for the international title. And what Steve Macklin needs to understand is that history doesn't remember soldiers, it remembers kings. And at Victory Road, I'm going to be your new international champion. But wait, there's more. Since I am such a generous and magnanimous king, I actually have another special guest. And you know what? I'm not even going to announce who it is. I'm going to let him do that himself.
Is a very special guest. The two-time TNA World Champion, Mr. Anderson. I will never forget the first time I watched somebody drop from the ceiling. For this character, for this man, for this orator, for this entertainer. Once again, if I could step into a TNA ring, two kings in my mind. Absolutely amazing. Welcome back. Welcome back. Tore this place up for years in the 2010s. He had Frankie Kazarian as quite a few times. No doubt they have some history. I can't wait to see them running in. I'm sure they're going to be just like old pals.
Ladies and gentlemen, former two-time TNA World Champion, Mr. Ken Anderson. Great to see you. Look good. See, I deliver for you people. Now, tell me, man, how are things in Green Bay?
Well, it's funny you say that because I am from there. I'm very proud of being from there. However, I've lived here for over 20 years. My professional wrestling school, the Academy School of Professional Wrestling, in case anybody wants to learn how to fall down, is here. My kids are from here. And the fact that I am here in a TNA ring for the first time in over 9 years in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is home.
Hey, you heard it. Minnesota is home. That's gotta suck. But I do know you have a very, very successful wrestling school. In fact, I met one of your students earlier today. He actually asked me
for some advice, and I told him, I said, if I were you, I'd probably set fire to my boots while I was wearing them. But it's okay, it's okay. Look, you and I have known each other. We've traveled up and down the road. In fact, we have a little bit of history. You know, you and I competed in one of the only singles Ultimate X matches to ever happen. I beat you in that match, by the way. It's all right, though. It's all right. I beat him in a lot of matches. That was just a very special one. No, we're old friends, man. We're old friends. I'm just having some fun. If memory serves me correctly, you also served as a member of the United States Army Reserves, did you not? Thank you for your service. You know, you see, there's this idiot running around here, Steve Macklin, and he claims to be a war hero or something. I think really he was the guy that like served the slop in the kitchen. And from what I understand, and from my sisters tell me, Steve Macklin's nothing but a coward. So I kind of had a question, you know, with your history. Were you a coward? Because you've kind of always seemed like the kind of guy that would run from a fight instead of running to a fight. Kind of always wanted to know that about you.
So let me get this straight. The guy who served 4 years in active duty as a machine gunner, combat tours of Afghanistan, that guy is a coward.
That's what my sources
that
tell
guy's
me.
a coward?
That's what I'm told.
Well, let me ask you this, Frankie. When did you serve? What branch did you serve in?
This isn't about me. I was asked, and I politely declined. Hey, I mean, look, man, I invited you onto my show. I'm giving you a platform, and I see what you're doing. You're trying to embarrass me because you're home in front of all these idiots in Minnesota. I really kind of didn't want to come to this, but you know what? You haven't embarrassed me, but you kind of pissed me off, Ken. Look, I know for a fact that your mother is here tonight. Hi, Mom. I also know your lovely wife is here tonight. Right. The whole family. And I also know your beautiful children are here tonight. There they are, little whippersnappers. God love them. All right. That leads me to my next question. Are you willing to let them just sit there and watch if I decide to beat you within an inch of your life? Huh? Is that the kind of man you are? Hey, look at me, Ken. Is that the kind of man you are? You want to put them through that anguish if I start pounding you? Is that the kind of man you are, huh? Is that the kind of father you are, huh? Is that the case? Is that what we're looking at? That's the kind of deadbeat dad you are? You're going to let them just watch as their dad gets pummeled and gets his ass kicked? That's what I'm dealing with.
I guess the answer to that is no. Ken Anderson has had enough. Oh, wait a minute, there's Jake something who you mentioned earlier. That's a single guy. Jake something who we saw recently kindled a chord with Kazarian. So look out! Wait a second, there's the international champ! Bulletproof Steve Macklin sending something out of the ring!
Steve Macklin coming to the aid of Mr. Anderson against something Episcopalian. A-Game, the ultimate hydration drink, delivering clean, functional hydration with natural sea salt for electrolytes, no artificial dyes or artificial sweeteners, 8 essential vitamins sweetened with natural ingredients and honey. A-Game, the official hydration partner of TNA Wrestling. Use promo code TNA15 for 15% off your order at shopagame.com. But still to come tonight, the Nemets get their rematch for the TNA World Tag Team titles against the Hardys in our main event. But up next, an all-new Danny Luna goes one-on-one with former friend Indy Hartwell.
Stop.
Welcome back to TNA Impact. We are set for a true crunch match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from London, England, Danny Luna.
2 weeks ago, live on TNA Impact, we saw Danny Luna versus Jody Threat versus Indy Hartwell to determine the #1 contender to the TNA Knockout World Championship match bound for glory. Ultimately, another chance to become #1 contender for Danny Luna. Put up his smoke. Luna snapped again after that match.
And her opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
take it to the mat as this one starts off high.
And this one's spilling over from the recent Knockouts Gauntlet match we saw weeks ago on Impact. Remember, it was down to Indy Hartwell and Danny Luna. Hartwell was able to defeat Luna and moved on to the final two. Threat and Hartwell. Danny Luna was furious after the fact and attacked both Threat and Hartwell with a steel chair.
And that ultimately gave Jody Threat technically a victory in that gauntlet match by disqualification, which, quite frankly, I thought she should have just taken and run with it, but ended up putting that opportunity on the line in that aforementioned triple threat match.
Just a cover by Hartwell and a kick out. In the end, it was Hartwell who was able to win the matchup and is now awaiting whoever is the Knockouts World Champion following Victory Road 1 week from tomorrow, live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com. The following night, September 27th, TNA presents Impact in Edmonton, and it all leads us along the path to Bound for Glory. Sunday, October 12th, we'll be live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Lowell, Massachusetts for our biggest event of the year. Again, you can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com.
Oh! That was absolutely nasty from Luna there. Snapping in the arm, throwing it through, but following it up with that lariat.
Hook to the leg and a kick out. Now Hartwell's going to have to regroup. Take another look here. First into the rope goes Hartwell. This is an example of the nastiness of Danny Luna as of late.
What can happen? Look, a lot of people aren't going to like it. A lot of people are going to denigrate it. But when you throw off the chains of trying to be everybody's friend, trying to be everybody's tag team partner, it's a little nasty. It's a little dirty, but it is very free. And I think that's what Danny Luna is starting to discover, whether you like it or you don't.
Overhead belly to belly there by Luna. Luna, a powerlifting background, is one of the more powerful athletes you'll see in a TNA ring and beyond. And frankly, this added edge has made her one of the more dangerous people in TNA.
And that's the thing about power. Power is more than strength. There's a lot of people who can simply move the weight, but power takes force and ferocity and speed to move it. Danny Luna combines all of those to make a very dangerous weapon when she wants to be one.
You can see that smile on Luna's face. For a while, Luna did everything by the book. Tremendously respectful. You and I have known her since our days in NXT UK, but there's a smile on Luna's face. She's enjoying dishing out punishment.
She's writing a new chapter. Again, it's not going to please a lot of people, but it might get her some results. Cover
here in a kick out. Imagine how the conversation surrounding the Knockouts World Championship match in Bound for Glory will change. Danny Luna beat Hartwell tonight. Hartwell's never beaten the standard singles match in TNA.
Forget that the personal concierge paid a little visit to Danny Luna ahead of this matchup, seeing if she would, let's say, put in some extra work on Indy Hartwell to make sure she doesn't make it to Bound for Glory.
Indy Hartwell is, of course, the #1 contender to the Knockouts World Championship. Comes Sunday, October 12th at Bound for Glory. But 1 week from tomorrow, live in Edmonton on TNA Plus, Indy Hartwell is the special guest referee for the Knockouts World title match between Ash by Elegance and Masha Slamovich in a match by Elegance at Victory Road.
We've seen Luna do this before. She can get her base, get her arms around. Oh, Indy Hartwell counters. So
Hartwell has done her homework. Oh, and there's Luna following up with a big lariat.
And imagine it. If Danny Luna can get done what she wants to get done tonight, I mean, Bound for Glory could change in an instant if Indy Hartwell gets beaten down bad enough.
Oh, big forearm smash there by Luna.
Hartwell, though, digging down deep, able to stay playing this one. It's been one of Harwell's best weapons in her arsenal, her resilience, her ability to stay in the fight.
She defeated the two-time world champion Tessa Blanchard back at Slammiversary in July. The biggest win of her TNA career thus far. It's a 2008 time, and the opponent is a spectacular, perfect singles record here in TNA. Oh, now, look at Danny Luna doing the sure thing and rolling out of the ring away from Indy Hartwell.
And away from danger. Do what you gotta do.
Hartwell trying to get Luna back inside the ring. Oh, and Luna with a sledgehammer once again. That's gonna call for the crowd.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Indy Hartwell.
Well, that's the decision, but clearly Danny Luna had a goal besides just winning this match.
Luna appeared to be getting frustrated. But there's an ulterior motive. She wants to beat the hell out of Indy Hartwell.
She wants to make sure that Indy Hartwell does not make it to Bound for Glory and a knockout title match.
But out security. Whoa. Nearly got taken out by Luna.
Luna is absolutely unleashed here.
Oh, Luna again with a steel chair. The path to Bound for Glory is Danny Luna's trail of destruction.
阴和阳看似相对，其实相不相成。就像我跟 Zaya 一样，我们来自不同的地方，但是注定我们要一起并肩作战。She's right. We first met over 7 years ago, and although our paths took us different ways, we were brought back together. Lei Ying has this warrior aura about her that pushes everyone. But for some reason, it's true. A girl from Liverpool, England, and a girl from Chongqing, China. Who would have thought we would become best friends navigating this knockouts division together? Ying and Yang. 我们的组合就是最强的力量。She is the dark storm, and I am the calm spirit. The shadow to my light. We are balanced, and balance makes us unstoppable. 这不是偶然，这是命运。And destiny has a name. We are the Angel Warriors.
But from a newly christened Knockouts Tag Team to the Men's Tag Team Championship picture in tonight's main event, the Hardys will defend the TNA World Tag Team Championship against the Nemeth Brothers. But coming up next, Mike Santana is set for action after being sneak attacked by the TNA World Champion Trick Williams last week. Fired off on social media this past Tuesday night during NXT. No matter who is the TNA World Champion come down for glory, Santana is going for the title. Mike Santana is in action next. TNA impact moments away from Mike Santana in action.
The contest is scheduled for one fall.
Last week, I came to the ring to have a match with Mike Santana. And he didn't even make it into the ring. As a result, I won. And due to habitually losing, Santana has had as many TNA World Title reigns as your Vikings have had Super Bowls with. So tonight, I ACC from Wisconsin, touchdown! Mike Santana is going straight to the top of the TNA food chain.
Mike Santana prides himself on keeping things real, right?
He does.
Well, things can be about to get real ugly. Santana was going off on social media during NXT on Tuesday.
And his opponent from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, Mike Santana!
And Mike Santana, better be careful that he didn't play in the ring today. The last time we saw him coming through the crowd like he always does, it was TNA World Champion Rick Williams, who appeared out of nowhere, hidden in disguise, and jumped Santana on his way to the ring. These two had to be pulled apart. Things are picking up on the road to Bound for Glory for Santana and Chris Williams.
Sunday, October 12th, live on pay-per-view at TNA Jackson Wall match in
Santana and Chris TNA World Title at Bound for Glory. Mike Santana is going to make this man suffer. You said it. Santana being in a foul mood after everything with Trick Williams. Oh, outline in shock. And I think it's going to be AJC as the recipient of all of that frustration.
STP! This is what Santana wanted to do to Trick weeks ago! Spin the block! This is a message to whomever is the TNA World Champion!
Here is your winner, Mike Santana!
Santana making short work of AJC. A man on a mission, on a path of purpose.
Come back to that music. Hey, yo, Trick. I ain't in the front. You call me slipping. I turned my back. I let my guard down. And you took full advantage, but don't think for 1 second that that's ever going to happen again. Because on October 12th, Bound for Glory, you better say a prayer and give your soul to God, because your bitch ass belongs to me.
Wait a minute. He said, that is Rich Holland from NXT. It sure as hell is. And he is absolutely obliterating Santana here. What the hell is Rich Holland doing in TNA? An absolute animal. Oh my God. And Rich Holland takes out Mike Santana. What the hell does this mean?
Mike Santana's hit a roadblock on his path to Bound for Glory in the form of Rich Holland.
But still to come is our main event with the World Tag Team titles on the line. The Hardys defend against the Nemeth in the main event tonight on iMPACT.
Thursday on an all-new TNA Impact. It's the final stop before Victory Road. In an exciting clash, the Rascals battle Cedric Alexander and the TNA X Division champion Leon Slater. In knockouts action, Victoria Crawford goes one-on-one with Jody Brett. Will class be in session for Crawford? Or will the bell ring on her rise in the division? Plus, for the first time in 9 years, Mr. Anderson returns to action as he teams with TNA International Champion Steve Macklin against Jade Something and Frankie Kazarian. It's an all-new episode of TNA Impact, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome back to the A-Game Hydration Announced Test. We are moments away from our main event as the Hardys will defend the TNA World Tag Team titles against the Neville Brothers. But we are, of course, on the path to Battle for Glory. Sunday, October 12th, live on pay-per-view in the TNA Plus in Lowell, Massachusetts. It's our biggest event of the year, and that night we will see the Hardys up against Team 3D one last time at Bound for Glory.
But before then, we got to come to next week and put it all on paper, because next week on Impact, we will have the final negotiation between the Hardys and Team 3D for their matchup at Bound for Glory.
But right now, we're set for our main event. Let's take a look at the taglines for this championship matchup. Remember, the Nemeth defeated the Hardys for the titles back in Rebellion in April. Matt and Jeff won the titles back in a ladder match at Slammiversary in a 4-team bout. Nick Nemeth's recent suspension delayed the Nemeth brothers getting their contractual rematch, and the Nemeth brothers said earlier on tonight, we were never pinned for those championships.
Now, hold on a second. It appears we have a special guest here in the Impact RS, the complete Matt Cardona, who has had his issues with Ryan Bennett recently, joining us here in Minneapolis.
Please welcome Matt Cardona.
We know for a long time the free agent Matt Cardona goes where he wants, does what he pleases. He's saying hello to TNA President Carlos Silva and Anthem board member Mike Herman as we get set for this TNA World Tag Team Championship main event matchup between the Hardys and the Nemeth brothers.
How are you doing, man? Cardona?
How are you? Matt, welcome back to commentary. You know, I have to say, I was saying to Ray, well, we've been looking for a third member for our crew for a while. We just couldn't think of who it was. Well, listen, I'm always ready for anything. Kissing the boss's butt, doing commentary, everything.
You're out here in gear.
Always ready. Always ready. Get ready for our main event here tonight in Minneapolis.
Following tag team matches scheduled for one fall, and is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, the team of Ryan and Nick Nemeth.
Now, Matt, I've been venture a guess as to why you're out here ready to know Mr. Ryan Nemeth for a very long time, but you recently mixed it up with Ryan Nemeth. Yeah, I mean, I know there's going to be some collusion tonight. Ryan Nemeth, sticking his nose in my business. Look out, what's he doing? Oh, hey, whoa! Get in the face of Anthem board member Rick Herman. What the hell? What's going on here?
I know it's a very important member of the Anthem family.
Carlos is trying to control Rick. Nobody likes Ryan Nemeth.
I understand this. I'm a former tag team champion.
So what's your personal issue with Ryan Nemeth? Look, he cost me that match with Kazarian. I'm just here to make sure there's no collusion, there's no screw jobs here in Minneapolis. That's what I mean. I use a commentary. Give a stat. We appreciate that.
You attacked him before your match.
Ryan Nemeth? I don't remember negotiation without the floor. And I've been in the ring with the Hardys. I've been in the ring with Team 3D. Honestly, I don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of them, especially with the titles and the legacy of being the greatest taker of all time on the line. Only one last time. One of the greatest rivalries in the history of professional wrestling. I was there in attendance. I'm trying to tell you, I was there at the Royal Rumble. I saw the Hardy Boys live. The MSG, baby, 25 years ago, the tables match that set off this entire rivalry. I wish I would have caught that caption and was sold online. Sure about that on the Major Wrestling Face Pod. Here we go. It's Matt Hardy up against Nick Nemeth. What is this? Now, along with the Nemeth brothers, and there comes Jeff Hardy to even the odds.
I mean, this thing's already breaking down. We know how high the tensions are between the Nemeth who have wanted their contractual rematch, but have been denied it by Santino.
The Nemeth brothers sent hard on the outside. Brad and Jeff are in command. This TNA World Tag Team title match continues in our main event. This match for the tag team title is already exploded all over the place here. Finally, looks like we need to get some order back in this situation here. This is a critical matchup on the path to Bound for Glory. We know next week here on Impact, we'll see the final negotiation between the Hardys and Team 3D. Their matchup at Bound for Glory. Will that involve the TNA World Tag Team titles? We'll have to see. Also, Victory Road just 1 week away from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You can get your tickets for all these events at TNAWrestling.com. Oh, now Nick Nemeth tied up with Matt Hardy, center of the ring. What are your true feelings on Nick Nemeth, Matt? Nick Nemeth and I, we've been up and down the road for over a decade. We've wrestled almost in every continent, and I would say he's my greatest rival. He'll be here for the United States Championship in Baltimore. He hates when people mention that. Yeah. I'm going up on commentary. Oh, he did it like that.
Right now, Hardy talked about the title of being the greatest tag team of all time on the line at Bound for Glory with Team 3D. But talking about momentum, the tag team titles are on the line right here. If they lose those to the Nemeth brothers, that's going to set them back heading into a very important matchup at BMG.
Tag made, in comes Jeff Hardy. That has been absolutely amazing to watch this run the Hardys have been on over the last 2 years here in TNA wrestling. Has completely revitalized their careers, and everywhere we go, whether it's a place like here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, everywhere else, it is raucous when the Hardys make their entrance. What's it been like for you as a member of the locker room to see it all go down? And to go from a fan to being a co-worker, these guys are true living legends. They're an inspiration for guys like me who want to keep going. You know, the Hardy Boys are at the top of the game. They're champions right now. It just motivates me even more.
He's not hard otherwise. He's just your independent. You're outside contract. You're not one of us. You're not.
You're the locker room.
Sometimes I'm going to have to use the bathroom.
That was you?
Shush.
I smelled that. Yeah, there's a rule about that. Yeah, you know better than that. Jeff Hardy used to have a hell of a singles match not long ago when we were out in California. First time they'd gone one-on-one in 16 years. That night, Jeff Hardy came out the winner.
Still going strong here, leading the tag team division here in TNA Wrestling.
Tag made, in comes Matt Hardy. The Hardy brothers, 4-time TNA World Tag Team Champions. Call this a little poetry in motion. Is that taking back in time, man? I used to do that a lot in the backyard and do not cover it all. Cover all. And kick out by Nick Nemeth. The match continues. Here on TNA Impact, this is our main event. The TNA World Tag Team titles are on the line here in Minneapolis inside the Armory. The Hardys defending the championships against Nick and Ryan Nemeth. Matt Cardona joining us on commentary to break down this all-important matchup on the path to Bound for Glory. I'm just here to make sure everything goes down the way it should, fair and square. Look at Ryan's strategy already. Well, you know, I wasn't booked for action tonight. I still wanted to pay this. That's why I'm here. Jeff Hardy went for a whisper to win. Nick never got out of the way just in time. That certainly did not pay off for Jeff Hardy there. And looking just like that Nemeth, the self-proclaimed greatest brother tag team of all time, taking over the matchup. As much as I don't like the Nemeth, there's a reason their former TNA tag team champion covered by Ryan in the kick-out. The reason is because they cheated throughout that entire matchup back to Rebellion. I still can't believe that we have to say the sentence Ryan Nemeth in Jeff Hardy so the Nemeth brothers can bring the TNA World Tag Team title. What happened today? That's insane. Come on, you never cheated to win a match? Ever in your career? I'm just always an opportunist. Yeah, in fact, yeah, you got a real edge. Well, injury is a real talk about that. Hey, we don't talk about that. It's right now, Nick Nemeth. Very confident here, absolutely shutting down the charismatic and different tag team titles. And look at those against State. State Hall of Famer. He loves to bring it up that same Edward Cody about 4 years old. He's dead at number 8. And the man is an absolute stud on the mat. You can't deny that. He can't take it away. He's proving it right now. Absolutely. Former tag team champion, former world champion. That's right. He's done it all.
Really?
Now laying down. These elbows repeatedly demolishing Jeff Hardy here. I'm tired just watching this.
I don't care about my website.
Shots to the heart, trying to win the tag team titles, and a kick out by Jeff Hardy. Ryan Nemeth flexing like he's getting something. It's a team. It's a team effort. They're a family tag. That's my entire issue with this team. Is Nick Nemeth. We know how gifted he is, and Ryan Nemeth is riding his coattails. What an experience it's been here inside the Armory in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A tremendous history here. There's the cover. Shoulders down and a kick out dating back to the days of the ABA. The legend Prince performed in this very venue. There's the legendary AWA. Vern Gagne ran here for many years. The likes of Andre the Giant have graced these floors. And we're added to that history with TNA wrestling here in Minneapolis. Great tag team wrestling, the Andersons. The Henning family, the tag team ranks, the still a tremendous Henning family here in Minnesota. And now the Dennis family. Oh, God. And there's Hardy family, too. Oh, kick right to the face. Yeah, we're trying over here on the Hardys. Jeff Hardy gets it that time. Shades of big Gagne, am I right? We saw backstage earlier on today. And now a window of opportunity is open for Jeff Hardy to get tagged to man. And here comes Jeff Hardy to meet Nick Nemeth. We know what's looming next week on Impact, where you will the final negotiation between the Hardys and Team 3D for the match at Bound for Glory. I can't see. I can't wait to see what kind of terms they set whenever they decide to pull out for that incredible matchup as BFG. And we'll be watching that negotiation still with the tag team titles. Tremendous pressure on the Hardys. A great job of turning this match up. Cover. Oh, Nick Nemeth got the left shoulder up in time. Almost had him. Yeah, just barely. Kick out. Nick Nemeth had to take down the team. So far, the Hardys have had answers for the antics of Ryan Nemeth. Matt throughout this matchup. Where's Ryan Nemeth? And he's scrounging around there somewhere.
He's recovering valiantly.
I see it. Side effect by Matt Hardy trying to retain the titles. Oh, and just in the nick of time. Now it stays in it.
Matt Hardy trying to continue this momentum. Pushing Nemeth through. Trying to get a victory here for the Hardys.
Elbow right to the spine there by Matt Hardy. Here we go, the lead, baby.
They finally put the Nemeth in their rear view once and for all.
Back elbow. And Matt Hardy going to slow up Nick Nemeth. Wait a second. Time for a little razor's edge action.
Not tonight.
On the move. There's a famous, sir. That's got to be it. There's the cover. Trying to win back the tag team titles on a kick out. What a matchup here in our main event, Matt. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. I'm getting paid for this, right? Just making sure. You're going to have to take that up with your new buddies, Carlos and Rick Urban. Right now, Nick Nemeth tuning up the band. Oh, to be a little super kick. Delivering that to Mara Shade a few weeks ago on Impact when Nick Nemeth made his return. Illegal contact by Ryan Nemeth. The super kick. Ryan made a tag. There's a DDT.
They're not done yet. Not done yet, Nemeth. Nick Nemeth up top.
Elbow drop.
This has got to be it.
Cover. Matt Hardy is still alive.
Just in the nick of time.
Why is it that tag team title? Hey, 1 second, guys. See, I knew something like this was going to happen.
What?
Back to your point. The tag team title belt is in the corner, bottom of your screen, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Your right Nemeth's got the belt now. And Cardona. This is what Cardona came out here.
I knew it. The jig is out. That's why he's out here.
Well, now Nick Nemeth going after Cardona.
Absolute chicanery. No, we can't go down like this.
Twist of fate. Oh, it's
Don't tell me Cardona's gonna twist the Nemeth. Not like this.
Here are your winners, and you, the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys.
It's clear as the path to power glory in the Hardys. Next week, Team 3D, the final negotiation awaits.
Peace out, y'all.